Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial, but this is a little refresher on my daffodil template inspired, which is my template 106. She has been out for a couple of months out, and she does have her original video tutorial that you can find here on my YouTube channel if you want to refer to that, because I'll go more in depth with this template in that video tutorial, along with a different technique on how to shape the petals using little molding fondant cups. So refer to that video tutorial if you want to learn how you can use these cups that I got off Amazon, and I do have them linked down below. Apologies if you hear my little ones playing in the background. They are in their bedroom, which of course is right across from my office. So like I said, this is my template 106, and honestly spring is around the corner and I'm like, oh, I'm itching for some home decor with some daffodils. And I just wanted to show you guys how to make these again. So like I said, a little refresher. So with template 106, to make the daffodil, you're going to receive two different petals. You're going to get your first petal, which is obviously this inner petal right here. And then you're going to get the outer petal. So it comes with two different shape petals. Now, with this particular template, you are going to be able to make various sizes with this template, okay? So let me see, let me look right here on my computer, because of course I forgot. So the smallest that you're going to be able to make is this little cutie right here, which she's roughly around 3.5 inches, and she is going to go up all the way to 11 inches. Now she is available in PDF, hard copy, and SVG. Okay, now with the hard copy, that just means that I physically mail out the template to you. PDF means you're going to print it and cut out the petals. And now with the PDF, I am going to have them separated by sizes, because you're going to be able to make a 4, a 3.5, a 4-inch, 4.5, 5, a 6.5, 8-inch, and a 9-inch and 11-inch. Okay, and then with the SVG, that is going to be color coded. Okay, so by that means when you get the SVG, you're going to see some petals are pink, some petals are blue, some petals are purple, and I'm going to tell you the pink petals have to be width or height 2 inches. The blue petals are going to have to be 1.8 inches. You're just going to follow the directions for the SVG. If you're new to the SVG world, that just means you are able to have your cutting machine cut out your petals, which is what I did right here. As you can see, I had my Cricut to go ahead and cut this. Now, if you ever purchase any of my SVGs, you guys, and you guys are having issues uploading, please, 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 please message me so I can help you, because it can be a little confusing, especially in the world of SVG. I can't stress this enough. Please reach out to me, because I've had multiple times clients reaching out, well, it's not working. I download it, but now what? In the instructions, it will tell you download and then upload. Okay, so when you get that little ding that you purchased a template, you're going to download that template. That's not going to be the actual template, you guys. You're going to have to actually go to either Design Space or Silhouette, upload that SVG, and then it will pop up with the directions and the petals, and for you to resize. Okay, and if you've been a follower of mine, you know that I am always, always, always here to help. Always. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there, okay, because I'm getting more into the SVG world and it's more technical, and I know some of us are still not familiar with it, and again, I'm always happy to help. So let's get to the tutorial. You are going to need 6, so I'm going to do, I want to say this is the 5-inch that I'm going to be making. You're going to need 6 petals, 6 petals. The way I assemble this, you're going to assemble all of them. Now, there's different methods of you to be able to curl these petals for the daffodil. Now, in that first original video tutorial that I showed you how to use the fondant molding cups to curl these petals. And I also showed you just how to do it with a wooden dowel. Okay, there's different options. Today, I am going to show you how to use a craft mat of foam. So this is like a craft petal molding mat. I've talked about this before in other tutorials by McGill. You can get, I want to say I got this off Joann's, but they are on Amazon. I will try to link it if I can find it on Amazon, link it down below for you guys here, along with the tools. So for the tools, and I also showed these when I did the original video tutorial for template 106, are these fondant rolling tools, which also were from Amazon. I will have those as well linked for you down below. But honestly, I mean, McGill also has their own, if I can find them. I'm telling you my office. Oh, here is McGill. So McGill also has their own from their kit, and I believe it only comes with 3. I really use these a lot. The only difference with these though, the balls are not as big, and I wanted something bigger, which is why I resorted to these fondant. I think they're like fondant and clay tools, honestly. But either one, again, this is an option. What I'm going to show you how to give the petals character. But if you don't have any of these, like I said, kind of think outside the box and maybe try to figure out what you could possibly do with it. Or if not, just, like I said, use a wooden dowel, you guys, and then just curl the petals back, okay? All right, let's talk about prepping the petals. Your first petals are going to be like this. And remember, I said you need 6. You are going to fold these petals in half. You are going to get a wooden dowel and you're going to curl back. Okay, you are going to grab your scissors. I'm using my Westcott Carbo Titanium, my absolute favorite. Snip in the center. Grab your glue gun. I'm using my Sure Bonder mini detailed glue gun. This is the Linen Lily collab that they made. And then just cross. So you will do this to all of the 6 petals, just like this. Super simple. Your next petal. Okay, so this is going to be like your trumpet kind of petal. You are going to get your molding tool. Again, this is if you have this. You are just going to roll. You're going to push down and roll on top of the petal, just on the top part. And do you see what it did there? It kind of creased it, made it crinkly. It's a little bit cupped back, just like this. Okay, you don't want to go way too down, just on the top part. Now grab your scissors. Now this is the most important part. We want to make sure that we don't cut the slit up too high, because if we do, and I do demonstrate this in the first original video, that if you do too high, your petal is going to sit low. And if you really study daffodils, these petals are kind of up more, okay? And that is what we want. So the trick is to only cut a slight little cut in the center. Do we see that? I didn't go up too high, just kind of short, because in that way, when we cross the petals, it's going to sit higher. I will warn you though, because you are working with hot glue, there's a chance that you will burn those fingertips. And then just cross the ends. I don't know if you can see that, how they're kind of crossed, just like that. And then there you go, your petal is ready. And do you see how it's sitting up high? That is exactly what we want. And again, if you want to see what I mean by that, if we cut too high, it's laying flat, please look, refer to that tutorial. I'll have it linked down below, the original tutorial, okay? And this is what we're going to do to our petals. So let me go ahead and prep those, and I'll be right back. Now, I forgot to mention that I am using cardstock paper, okay? Because that's always one of the main questions I get asked, what type of paper I use. Typically, my go-to is 65-pound cardstock weight. And the brand that I'm using here is Printworks, which you can find on Amazon, okay? So, first thing is first, get 3 of your round petals. And we are going to glue them in a triangular form. Okay, so I'm going to glue 2 at a dotted glue here and here, and I am going to glue this one right here. So let me show you, just like that. Okay, so we have our 3. So now get your next 3. Oh, these glue strings. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of glue there. And so now we are going to go in between the petals. So again, follow these same steps for the other sizes, okay? Okay, so that is what we have right there. So now what you want to do, so there is like a tiny, can you see that little tiny little pinhole right there? Just grab, if you have scraps, you should. I'm going to cut a tiny little square. I am just going to cover that little pinhole. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to get my other petals. And now I am going to go in the center and go in between. So just like this, center, and then go in between the petals. Hey guys, let me zoom in a little bit. So that's it. As you can see, it's such a simple template to work with. Just again, watch those fingertips. And then we have one more to go. Okay. And this is what you should have essentially. Now we are missing our center. So save your scraps. We don't want anything too difficult. So we're just gonna make a very simple center. So just cut a strip. Now, one thing that I like to do is kind of eyeball it. Honestly, I eyeball, guys. So I'm like, okay, I think that size should work. So then now I am just going to cut very thin lines so we can fringe this. Now I want to say that Cricut Design Space already has an image like this. If you don't want to cut it with scissors, I want to say that they do. Okay. And obviously, excuse me, if you have Cricut Design Space and you want a different center, you most definitely can. I just want to show you guys a simple, easy center that requires no cutting machine. And then I just like to kind of push these back a little, make them a little messy. Okay, and then you're going to add your hot glue to the back and then glue in the center. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back because I can hear my little Eli calling me. All right, you guys, sorry, I'm back. So there you go, and she is all done. Perfect for spring. Aren't they adorable? And then you can just decide any leaf style that you want. I actually had gone to Cricut Design Space because I have something envisioned in mind for what I want to do. So I was kind of looking for some nice leaves. So I actually typed in daffodil. Actually, I have a lot of images. And all I did was found this leaf image that I really liked from a daffodil, and I just cut out or sliced off the actual daffodil that was here because I wanted more of a 3D look. And then I'm just using this, you know, for the daffodil. Isn't that adorable? Super duper cute. Actually, this one goes with this one because it's longer. So yes, if you have any questions, you can either message me on my Etsy, on my Instagram, or my email. Sorry, you guys, I keep getting interrupted. by my little ones. But again, if you have any questions, message me on Etsy, Instagram, or my email, arielleasedesigns@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help with any questions that you may have. And again, you can find my templates either on Etsy, or you can find them at www.arielleasedesigns.com. My actual template website does have a lot more templates along with the PDF and the hard copy option. At Etsy, it's a little bit limited just because I have paper flower sets there, so it's kind of hard sometimes to manage both. But yeah, but I will chat with you guys later. Bye.